Welcome, everyone. This is Rod Goodman, Chief Marketing Officer for My Fun Life. What an exciting time to be on this call, on this webinar with all of you. Some of you from not just here in the US, but we've got a lot of interest already internationally in what's going on with My Fun Life and our move here to Elevate. As you know, we have spent some time here with our travel program and looking for a way to create greater revenue faster for all of you, and have spent the last several months looking at a variety of different products and compensation plans. And we're really close to launching some very exciting products. And we always knew that energy was one of the products we wanted to be involved in. And as we got a closer look into the solar market and what is happening right now, we simply felt like everything else that we would possibly be doing would be an opportunity cost. It's time and effort we could have been spending into solar. And we believe there's just such a sense of urgency right now. Things are at a tipping point in the marketplace where solar has dropped in price about 80% in the last 4 years. We've all heard about solar. It's been out there for a long time, but it's been cost prohibitive in the past. It's now becoming very cost competitive. It's cheaper than your local utility. And everybody's going to be converting to solar because it is just going to keep getting cheaper and cheaper. It's a technology, just like cell phones. We all saw cellular phones displace local home phones, and the landlines as we know it are obsolete. And we believe this is the next big disruptive technology that will change the world and move us into a green, clean, renewable energy space, and also into the electric space, where batteries are also being developed right now that can hold this energy and store it. And pretty soon we'll be able to plug our cars in. And there's actually thousands and thousands of charging stations that are being built across the United States right now in preparation for this move into electric and into battery power. So this is the forefront of a new generation, of literally a revolution. Less than 1% of the population, or excuse me, 1% of the power in the entire US right now is being supplied by solar, less than 1%. And I think you guys can see that if you look out in your cities, in your neighborhoods, there are not very many solar panels, but we're starting to see them come up everywhere on commercial buildings, on schools, on businesses, on rooftops. And it is just the beginning. A couple of years ago, 100% financing came into play, where homeowners don't have to come out of pocket a dime and can get this solar put on their roof and actually immediately experience savings, immediately begin to own their power, have their rooftop start making them money, become an asset. Homes automatically increase in value by tens of thousands of dollars when they add solar. It's been proven that homes sell faster when they add solar, and it costs you nothing to put on, and eventually you will own your power and not even have a power bill. It's kind of the difference between renting your home and owning a home. We all know that ownership is better. You end up paying a home off. You end up owning something. You end up building equity. That's what's happening right now in power. You can own your own power. You no longer have to just rent it from the power company, which we all know power is just going to keep getting more and more expensive. So there's a lot of reasons that we're excited about solar. And two of the big reasons that we're excited and that we know you're going to be excited is there's a lot of upfront money. Whenever you can come into a market and a homeowner or a business owner doesn't have to put any money out of pocket, and they can immediately save money in their business or in their home, immediately save money, you make money, and then we can include 20-year residual income. This is like nothing we've ever seen before. And we just happened to partner here and come across Elevate right as they were launching an affiliate or a direct marketing, network marketing model. And we had a previous call here where we introduced Ray Thurston, the CEO. You got a chance to hear his background, how he has positioned himself in front of the cellular wave, made millions and millions of dollars in cellular, how he positioned himself in front of the security or the alarm, home security, smart home era, made a fortune, put in over 200,000 customers, homeowners in the alarm space and home security. And now we believe the greatest frontier of all, solar, is emerging as the next big disruptive technology. And we're just very, very excited about the opportunity to get in and work with Elevate. They've got everything in place, and we're excited about the compensation package that they've put together and the new websites that are being developed, the customer service, and they're all ready for you guys to start submitting some solar business in certain states. Other states, we're going to need to gather 25 customers and kind of a waiting list before we can launch those areas. That's actually a great opportunity for you to go out and get those first 25 homes in place, become charter homes. We're going to actually be putting together some special pricing and some charter home benefits to be one of the first 25 homes in an area, kind of be a show home for us, where we can offer some tremendous benefits because they'll be the first one to start referring others. We can pay them hundreds or even thousands of dollars by referring other neighbors in their neighborhood. So there's a big advantage of being first, and we will share those advantages with them. More importantly, if you go out in 30 days and get those first 25 homes, you get maybe it takes you 60 days to get a waiting list put together, and then we submit those 25 contracts in a 30-day period. That's a $50,000 income month. So that's one of the advantages of kind of waiting and putting 25 homes together and submitting them all at once. When you launch a new area, there's an opportunity for you to make $50,000 and then 20 years of residual income. So we'll be working with you more on how to launch your city or your area if you're not on the map. The purpose of tonight's webinar was for you to get a chance to learn a little bit more about Elevate and also to begin to submit some proposals to get some customers going so you can start to learn how this process is going to work and get your feet wet here in the solar business. We understand this is going to be one of many trainings, and it's a whole new ball game for a lot of us. So don't worry, we're going to be doing a lot of training. We'll be bringing you up to speed, but you are sitting literally on the in front of a gold mine here. We are so excited about the solar market and this whole evolution into green. And it's not just solar. Elevate's got a lot of other products and services that go along with it that you'll make money on as well. And then, in addition, guys, we see the electric and vehicles and cars and, other opportunities coming right behind this. So very, very excited. Before I turn the call and the balance of time over to Elevate, to Jenny Copland, their Chief Marketing Officer, to take you through some training, I just wanted to give a chance for our CEO, Dan Edwards, to take a minute and say hello and maybe just talk a little bit about the process here of how we're going to transition from My Fun Life into Elevate. So here's Dan Edwards, our CEO.
Awesome, Rod. Thanks so much. Thank you guys for being here. We got a loaded call tonight. We're real excited about doing business with Elevate. They've positioned themselves correctly in front of this solar trend. I like to call it a paradigm shift. And we've invited Jenny on here to go over with some details about how to submit a solar customer. So that's really what we want to do is really talk about how to do that. Why? Because that's where you make money. There's no auto ships with this program. It's just strictly a get yourself solar on someone's roof, and you get a monthly residual off of their bill. So pretty simple, straightforward, easy system, and that's why we're all so excited. We've got people that have already hit the streets and beating down their families and their neighbors and their friends' doors and saying, "Listen, here's a way to help you save some money." And we're not out doing a big sales pitch. It's not about a pitch. It's about, hey, there's a way to save some money on your power bill through solar, and we'd like to see if your house qualifies. And what do you mean? Well, your house, not every house qualifies. There might be too many trees in the way. That's too much shading. Maybe your roof doesn't warrant solar panels on the rooftop. Maybe the roof is too dilapidated. It needs to be redone. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Maybe they don't have a high enough power bill. But these are all things that we need to go through and check out that Jenny's going to actually kind of go over on submitting and how to submit and the site of where to go. But anyway, I'm just so thrilled you guys are here with us, and we're be able to coach you and train you a bit tonight about how to submit a lead and to be able to start your business off and get you going. Pays very, very well. It's just exciting times that we're living in right now. So, Jenny, I thank you so much for being here with us. You're the Chief Marketing Officer for Elevate, and we couldn't have somebody better to go over the process of the marketing process, right? The part of the marketing is getting the customer in and on our system. So, Jenny, maybe you can kind of go over the steps and maybe the slide presentation screen sharing that you have planned, and then we can kind of wrap it up. Maybe some discussions amongst the three of us here, and hopefully answer enough questions for everybody on here. So, Jenny, the floor is yours.
Great. Thank you so much, Rod and Dan. I'm so grateful to be here. Elevate is excited to be here tonight. We're looking forward to welcoming more of your reps from My Fun Life into the Elevate family. The Elevate Momentum Network, which is what we're calling our direct sales network marketing funnel, is really brand new. As you said, we're in the pioneer phase. We're not pushing hand carts and traversing mountains, but we're definitely traversing our own version of mountains. And as those of you who have already been in the network, you're experiencing some of those issues we're having now, but they're very few, and we're excited to showcase some new things for you tonight. Just a little bit about my background. Again, my name is Jenny Copeland. I'm the CMO of Elevate. I've been in the marketing and direct marketing space for over 15 years, working with companies like Google and Facebook. So I'm excited to be here. The Elevate opportunity is a unique one. While solar is new in the United States, it's been around for many, many years, as most of you know. Lots of other countries have us beat out in usage and production, and it's a new wave for the United States, and it's a really great way to become renewable and sustainable. And one thing that I want to showcase about Elevate is we're not just a solar company. We're actually a company that is a digital services company. We provide cell phones and internet and television, and solar is the product that we've chosen to go to market with first. Today we're going to talk about just the Elevate Momentum Network, how it works, so how you submit those leads, how the Elevate process works, because it is different from any other direct selling or MLM process that you've been in. So hopefully clear up any questions you have there. And then why we're leading with solar, how to submit a lead, how to access and navigate OnGuard, which is going to be your back-end lead system, and how to access your current marketing materials and what's coming up in the next 60 days. So I won't take up too much of your time tonight, but want to make sure that I cover some good information for you, not only for your personal use, but to share with your organization network. We believe at Elevate that your bills are residual, so your income really should be too, especially if you're sharing an opportunity with someone. We really are out there to save people time, money, and energy with no out-of-pocket costs. As with all of our products, not just solar, we have no out-of-pocket costs for our customers. That means we set up the service, we give them the security system, the solar panels, whatever it may be, free of charge. They don't pay any setup costs, they don't pay any installation fees, they don't pay any switching over fees. It really is designed to save them time, money, and energy, whether that be physical energy or energy that they're paying through their utility. We want to make sure that you're your own boss, you're making your own hours, and it's really the first time for someone to build kind of their black book of business. We're allowing each individual to have their own customers and have a 20-year residual. That is our longest residual that we have with a customer, which is our solar product. So we're excited to launch this. We're excited to have you be a part of it. And the way that our leads work is we really believe in enrolling to, equipping to, and selling to. So the Momentum Rep will provide the leads, and they can do that through their replicating website. They can do that just through word of mouth. They can have someone use their rep code, and they would put that rep into this, or I'm sorry, that lead into the system, and they would qualify for whatever services they want. Now, right now we're focusing heavily on solar, so that's the process I'll be taking you through tonight. But once that lead comes into Elevate, we actually qualify that lead, and we go through a number of qualifications, which I'll take you through in just a minute. And once we've qualified that lead, we contact the customer and the rep within 24 to 48 hours to let them know they've been qualified and what the next steps are for obtaining their service. Again, I'm taking you through solar tonight, so I'm going to take you through the steps of what a solar lead will go through. Once that qualified lead has been converted to a customer, that means that the customer has signed the paperwork and is ready to move forward with their new service. Then the deal is installed. Again, we have many services that have a quote-unquote installation, and the rep gets paid. So it's really easy. We do close most of your leads for you. So, and one of the reasons that we decided to lead with solar was because there is such a saturation elsewhere, and in the United States there's only a 1% saturation. With previous iterations of Elevate, or companies that our CEO, Wright Thurston, has led, he has been at the forefront of some major technology shifts in the United States, such as cell phones and security systems. And he has gotten in when there has been less than 6% penetration and has been able to ride that wave of saturation and adaptation in the United States. So our goal is, we were early enough in the solar sector to come in and do what no other company has done. We really have the ability to ride the wave of solar that is going to sweep across the nation. Just from 2008 to 2014, more than double the amount of solar systems have been installed than have been in the last 40 years. So you're seeing a massive growth in the United States. You're seeing, I'm sure most of you have seen over the past years, the green initiatives that have rolled out, the hybrid cars. Teslas are huge. That's one of our major promotions that we'll be rolling out here shortly. And just a lot of the great programs that promote sustainability, which is really what we're promoting with all of our products. And, you know, whether it's on saving energy or saving money or time, whatever it is, we want to make sure that we're giving that to our customer base. So that's one of the reasons that we've decided to lead with solar. And one thing that I wanted to take you through first is how to submit a solar lead. There are going to be a few indicators that you're going to look for when submitting a lead. You're going to look to make sure that they are the homeowner or the owner of the building. There are a few types of properties that we're able to do, and I'll go through those in a minute. But you want to make sure that you are speaking with the owner. You also need to make sure that the name matches the title. Now, if it's a homeowner, that name needs to match the name on the title, unless it's a trust. If it is a trust, then all the trustees will have to sign whatever document or contract that comes with their deal. But for the majority residential, it needs to be the homeowner on the title, and with commercial, it either needs to be the proprietary owner or the business entity. That name also needs to match the name on the power bill. So those are three things that are easily checked. We do that qualification in-house. So as long as they're saying, yeah, I'm the homeowner, or yes, I own this building, it's safe to say that their name is probably on the bill, and you can send that in. We are working with a credit score of 650 and above right now. We are one of two companies that take that score. Everyone else in the industry is 680 or above. So we do take the lowest credit score. And we really try to get everyone in there. We cannot work with credit fixes or bankruptcies. If they've had a bankruptcy in the past 5 years, even if their credit score is above 650, none of our partners or our in-house financing will accept those. They need to have, actually this should have been changed, and I apologize for this. The average monthly bill used to be $125, but we're really just looking to save the customer more than 5% on their monthly expenses. So we will run those numbers for you. You can, a good bet is to take anything above $70 per month, and we can put that into our system, and most of them we can save more than 5%. That also comes out to about 8,800 kilowatts of usage per year. If we're looking to save over 5%, that really doesn't matter. So again, I think the $70 or $80 and the 8,800 kilowatts per year is a good thing to look for, and that's always evident on their bill. You want to make sure their roof is in good condition. Now, obviously, that's not something we expect you to do. We don't expect you to jump on the roof and check it out, and nothing that requires a contractor's license or anything like that, but it's a simple question you can slip into conversation. How old is your roof? Most of the times, if the roof is more than 30, 40 years old, we'll take that into consideration. We always do a site survey, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the process, but just make sure the roof is in good condition and kind of start that conversation. And we always look for minimum shading. As Dan said, trees, block the sun. And if they're blocking the sun, that means that they're decreasing the production of your solar system. So we want to make sure that as we go through the site survey and as we consult with your customers, that we give them a real idea of how much energy their solar system will produce, and if they do need to get rid of some trees or cut some branches, we do advise them. However, we do not make anyone do that. So if your customer chooses not to cut down trees or do that, sometimes it can stand in the way of us installing a solar system. We will not install anything that will have a decreased capacity of 85% or less. So please keep that in mind. The types of solar that we install right now are residential. These are single-family residences, commercial, ground mounts, and carports. The types of solar we do not install are solar farms, mobile homes, multiple family units, and shared roofing complex. Now, we have had some solar farms submitted over the past 2 weeks, and we are looking at each of these individually, and I want to talk a little bit about solar farms and why that becomes a problem. There are only about 5 utilities in the United States that accept solar farms. The reason being energy is deregulated, so when they buy back that energy from you, it's pennies on the dollar, and most of the time it does not pay for you to be producing massive amounts of energy and have that be profitable for you. We have a lot of people that do have acres upon acres where they'd love to put those solar panels, and of course we would love to install them, but working with the utility is quite difficult. And so unless it's a completely cash purchase where they're paying totally out of pocket and they've got generators and batteries and are taking care of that themselves, solar farms are really difficult to do. So we are looking at the individual deals that have been submitted to us, but outside of those, we are not accepting anything for solar farms. So just please be aware. We will announce in the future if we do go down that road and there is an easier solution. Of course, with the way that the United States is going now, we're always working for better solutions, and we're looking to increase our capacity and what we're able to do with customers. But right now, with utilities, it's extremely difficult to install a solar farm with certain utilities. So please keep that in mind. Shared roofing complex, multiple family units are pretty self-evident. If it's an apartment complex or if it's a home, a duplex, anything like that, we cannot install solar panels just because they are not the sole owner of their roof. And this is how you submit a lead. Once you have all of that information from your lead, you're going to go to iwillelevate.com, and it's really just 4 easy steps. And, you're going to click on Refer a Friend. And please keep in mind, we're rolling out with a new back office and replicating websites around March 15th, which is just about 10 days from now. And we will have new replicating sites where it'll just be get a quote. But for right now, everything is through this one website, and it is Refer a Friend. The process will remain the same. They'll just go through your replicating link once those are emailed out to you. So click on Refer a Friend, select the state that you are from, or that your customer is from, sorry. And Dan was correct, or Rod, we are opening all states. We can install in all 50 states, but we do need 25 good deals to open up an area. So we are currently actively installing in California, Massachusetts, and New York. We are looking very closely to open up Texas. Michigan has had quite a few submissions lately, Oregon, Washington, Denver, Colorado. So we have a lot of states that are almost there, but we do need 25 good leads to open up a state. And so once you have those leads submitted, what will happen is they will go through our process, and you're going to put in your own representative their representative ID. You're going to put in the date. You're going to put in their referral name, the last, if they have a spouse, because sometimes a spouse is on the title as well, the date of birth, the address, email address, telephone number, city, state, and the other thing that you're going to put in there is their current power provider, so the utility that they are going through, their electric account number, so their account number with their current utility, and their meter number. If their meter number is hard to find, just scale their bill. Usually it's halfway down the page. And we do have to have every page of the bill submitted. If it says 1 out of 6, there are 6 pages that go with the bill, and even if one is blank, we do need it submitted, so please keep that in mind. If it is submitted with 1 page, our customer care will call you back and say, we do need the full bill. The reason that we need the full bill is because we need to determine what we're looking for. We're looking for a number of things. We have to not only see what their monthly rate is, but we have to have a 12-month usage to have a 12-month average. This allows us to get the best reading on what they're paying and what they're using yearly. This also allows us to quote out their system correctly and make sure that we're putting enough panels on their home to cover as much power production as possible. Our goal is always to get as close to zeroing out their bill as possible. So please keep that in mind. Again, if you don't upload the whole bill, our customer care will call you and call the customer to get that full bill uploaded. There's an 8-step process that goes along with submitting a deal. We'll do a homeowner verification where we are qualifying them. That means we're making sure that they have a 650 credit score or above. We're making sure that they are the homeowners. We're making sure that the name matches the title. We're making sure that the name matches the name on the bill. And we're making sure that their roof is a good candidate for solar. That means that it has limited shading. It doesn't have any obstructions, any multiple chimneys, multiple gables, heating vents, cooling vents, anything that would obstruct a panel from being placed on the home. And then we do the solar agreement and we do a verification call. This is a call that's recorded, and we do take the customer through a series of questions, and they are just giving affirmative answers to questions we ask them, making sure that they understand the solar contract that they're agreeing to and how to move forward. Once we do the solar agreement and the verification call, it'll go to a site assessment. This is a site survey. We send a site surveyor out to their home. This person will get on their roof. They will take pictures. They will take what is called a sun eye, which measures the sun that shines down on their home. It'll take pictures and make sure that there's limited shading. They'll also be able to look at trees that could cast any potential shading. So it's a really in-depth process, and it does take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours for someone to be on their home, and that happens anywhere from 3 to 5 business days after their deal is qualified. Once they have the site survey done, we come back in-house and we do a custom system design. That means that we take the mock-up that we did combined with the site survey information that we collected, and we have our CAD and engineers put together a custom designed solar system that will be on their home. Once that design is done, we send it to permitting for the city or county, and once they sign off on that design, we move to installation. We have an installation date. We do the installation, which takes about 5 hours on an average home, and then the county and the city come out and do inspections. They make sure that we have followed all licensing and contractors' guidelines, that the system is installed properly, and that we can move forward with interconnectivity. Interconnectivity is when the utility comes to us and says, yep, you can turn on the system, we're ready to go. And that's a great day for homeowners. I would suggest that, as you stay up on your customers through this process, that when that day happens, you go over, congratulate them, take some pictures, because it's great for your portfolio, and it's a great way to get referrals, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. We have a great referral program with Elevate. So referrals are big in this business, and someone who has just gotten solar installed and gone to interconnectivity, that's a big day for them. Once you have submitted a lead, you're going to be put into our system called OnGuard. Now, this system is only going to be up until our new back office is up, so I want to take you through this briefly. This is not to view your genealogy. This is not to view your commissions. It's simply to stay up on your current leads that you may submit in the next 10 days. So please keep that in mind. We have the new system coming out where you will be able to track all of your leads see all of your genealogy and see all of your commissions. Now your genealogy will be in here, you just won't see it as a level 1, level 2, level 3. It'll just appear in sales reps under your dropdown. When you log in, this is what it looks like. It's going to give a company newsletter. It's going to have home, customers, funding. If you click on the My Account button on the left, it's going to allow you to change your password and see your activity on the left-hand side. If you go back up to home or click on customers, it's going to take you to this page. And this page is really important. This is where you're going to see your leads. So you would select whether it's you or you want to look at someone else in your organization, you would select sales rep and drop down to their name in the list. You always want to make sure that you unclick the leads button right above the submit button. The reason you do that is because everything is not considered a lead until it's been converted. So please make sure that you, everything's considered a lead until it is converted. So please make sure you unclick that box so that it shows all of your leads and then hit submit. Once you hit submit, it'll show all of your customers down here or your organization's customers. It'll tell you the status, if they've been converted to a customer or not, if they have been scheduled for install, if their PPA has been signed, if they have a site survey scheduled. It'll show that right under the status column. It'll show their score right under the score column, so you can know if it was a C, obviously it didn't pass. We're looking for A- to A+, and the sales rep in your organization who sold that customer. If you click on the account number, it'll take you to the next page and it'll give you an in-depth look at your customer. This is a great place to look at any of the customers you may have, because if something isn't happening with your customer, if you're curious where they are at in the process, our customer care center keeps really great notes in this. They have all of the communication with the customer in here. So this was just on one of the customers, the one that had the C grade. This customer did not pass credit, so it does not qualify for a PPA or a purchase. If it's missing a bill, they will put that in here. If it requires more information, the customer service agent will put that in there and let you know what they're requiring. They'll also give you a call. They will also note in here if they've called you. So please make sure that you stay up to date on this, that you're constantly checking your leads. If you don't see activity, please reach out to our customer care center. But they do take really good notes, and they make sure that they keep all communications in this area. The next thing I want to show you is that referral form, the Elevate Rewards program that we have for our customers. We pay out we pay out $500 per referral. That means any referral that they send in that turns into a good deal, your customer has the potential to make $500. What's also great about that is you make money on that referral. You make a 50% commission if we close it for you, and your upline also makes a referral if they're a certified genius or above. So you can show this to your customers. It's a great tool. It shows them how much money they can actually make. From $500 to $5,000, the possibilities are endless as long as they're giving you good leads. And these are the best leads to get. I mean, we've been doing this a long time, and by far the customer referrals that are coming from happy installed customers are the best ones that we get through our call center. I want to take a break here really quick and just show you some of the current marketing tools that we have. You can access all current marketing tools by going to the iwillelevate.com website and clicking Login. You're going to click on I'm an affiliate and entering the password there. The password was included in your welcome email. And this is where you're going to find a lot of information. This is where you can access OnGuard. So by clicking this link, it'll take you to the OnGuard website. This will allow you to track your prospects, schedule appointments, view payroll, any of that. This is the customer service number. And then we have our Monday night momentum call and the access code. So this is our main call that we have every single Monday. We do everything from momentum updates to exciting news that we have to introducing you to different players on our corporate team, product updates. So please be on those calls. They're really important, and we have those every Monday night. And it does not have a time, which is odd, but those are at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single night. I'll make sure that's on there. The tools that you have in this back office are the sales binder, a couple of flyers, the rewards form, business cards if you'd like to go get those printed at your local printer. door hangers, direct mail postcards, really anything that you could want, and our homeowner FAQs. I would suggest that all of you take a look at this homeowner FAQs. This answers a lot of the questions that we have gotten. These are questions that have come through our call center. These are questions that our momentum reps have gotten, and we get these questions over and over and over, and we'll continue to add to this. We actually just finished a video series answering all of these questions, and we'll continue to do videos for each of these as we progress, and we'll be making those available on the 15th. So these go through their homeowner solar FAQs, if they've never heard of Elevate Solar, what if I sell my house, savings and money. I mean, they just answer a lot of good questions that people ask, because the main things you're going to get asked are, what if I move? You know, am I going to save money? You know, what if I die? These are really common questions, and we want to make sure that not only are you educated when you're talking to the customer, but that you have the tools to answer those questions. We don't expect you to be the expert. We expect the tool to be the expert. So please refer back to this, and you know, maybe print this out and keep this with you if you're going to talk to people, so that they have a great understanding of what we're doing. Down here we have a little bit of training. We have the 8-step solar process. That's also a great tool if you want to leave it with someone. It helps them know what's going to be happening next. We have the process how to submit a commercial lead. This is actually the same as submitting a normal lead. You are just going to copy, send a copy of the lead to commercial@goelevate.com. Again, that's commercial@goelevate.com, where you'll submit that lead as well. So we just have redundancy there. And then a commercial agent will contact you from anywhere from 2 to 5 business days to set up that relationship. So it's not as quick as the 24 to 48 hour turnaround, but there's a couple more steps involved, and we want to make sure that we're moving forward properly with each of these deals. We do have the submit a residential lead process, which I just showed you. We have a video on how to log into iwillelevate.com and how to navigate OnGuard. So if you ever forget, if you ever need a refresher, I think they're recording this webinar, so you can always refer back to this, or you can look at the videos in this back office. We do have some recruiting tools. We have the Momentum Rep Agreement. If you have people in your network that would like to sign up on paper, that's available here, or they can sign up at the top of the link here, which is just join, and make sure that they put you as their sponsor. We have the Solar Comp Plan back here and the Stack Comp Plan. Now, as I said, we're a company that provides many different services in the cloud space. So we have home phone, which is VoIP, TV, satellite, and 4G internet, Elevate 4G internet, Nerd Alert, mobile phone, Elevate Energy, Smart Home, Certified Genius, and the Yes System. So please take a look at that when you have a chance. We've actually just updated this. So we have an easy comp plan rolling out. We have an opportunity video and a comp plan video that's rolling out as well. So you guys should have access to those by the 15th. And then we have our marketing tools. We will have additional marketing tools rolling out, an email system and a text platform. But right now, the Yes System is just your Elevate system. It's a quick 30-day marketing system that you can take yourself through. A lot of individuals that sign up with us, some don't even have email. It's strange to think about that, but it's true. And so we go through the basics of setting up an email, to setting up your social marketing platforms, to setting up search engine queries, doing any type of pay-per-click campaign, blogging, for different forums that you can market in. So we really want you to be successful, and as we grow, we'll be building out this marketing platform and this marketing education. We really do we want to make sure that you have access to these. Now, one of the questions that we did get when I was back on the other forum was, what states are solar farms eligible for? 0 right now. We don't have any states that have where we can do solar farms. As I said, we had a couple of deals that were submitted that we're looking into doing special cases for, but we are asking that no one submits any more solar farms until we have the capacity to handle those. Everything else, please send our way. And then we do have the $2,000 voucher, which is available in California, Massachusetts, and New York. Now, what this is, it's a $2,000 voucher where we will pay for their first year of energy up to $2,000. If their bill, once solar is installed, is $100 every single month, then we will cover it for the entire year. That's $1,200. If their bill is $400 every month after solar is installed, we will cover it for 5 months. And so it just depends when that $2,000 runs out, but it is a $2,000 voucher. Outside of New York, California, and Massachusetts, we offer a $500 voucher. So it just depends what state you're in. We may increase that incentive in other states down the road, but right now it's $2,000 for the first year of power on a PPA in California, Massachusetts, and New York. And outside of that, it's $500. So we've gone over Elevate Rewards. These are some of the tools that we have coming down the pipeline. Like we said, they'll be available on the 15th. We're going to be having additional lead capture pages that you can put out on the internet. You can put links through your Facebook, through your Twitter, where people can click on them, enter their information, and they're going to be talking about everything from the opportunity to just going solar. We want to make sure that as many individuals that can do switch to solar energy because it is renewable, it is sustainable. And for a lot of people, when you look at the proposals that we put out, some individuals over the 20-year span of their agreement are saving anywhere from $30,000 to $70,000. Now, I think from a year-to-year standpoint, saving $1,000 here may not be a big deal for some people, but $30,000 to $70,000 for a lot of individuals is a new car, it's a college fund, it's a down payment on a home, it's mortgage payments. I mean, this is a lot of different things that this could cover, and so those savings that we provide people are huge. And being able to show someone that 20-year savings as you get these proposals in your inboxes, you'll see they are such a great tool to show the customer and say, this is what you were paying before, and this is what you're paying now, and this is what you're going to have in your pocket at the end of 20 years. So for a lot of people, it's such a great tool. The next thing that we have is we have our app. We're actually in the process of redoing our app. It'll be more interactive, so you'll be able to pull up our marketing platform there. You'll be able to pull up our videos. You'll be able to, and it'll be on iOS and Android. And you'll be able to share our videos, whether it's opportunity, whether it's the comp plan. You'll be able to hook it up to your Apple TV or any other wireless sharing device that you have. It'll have scripts in there, so anything that you can need to share your business, you'll be able to with our new app. These are tools that will also be available in the back office on the 15th, so please stick around, make sure you check in there for updates, and we'll be sending out emails as those roll out. I talked to you a little bit about the YES system. It really is just a 30-day plan for you to get your business off the ground. Make sure you take a look at that. We will be adding to that. So we plan to do a 30, 60, and 90-day rollout for quick marketing just to give the average user a little bit of a head start. And this is written by people who are in the industry, so make sure you take a look at that. And then that date is wrong, but the replicating websites should be out March 15th. And then the social media platform where we can suck leads in and do a couple different things with your social media networks will be rolling out over the next couple months, where we can really work with individuals to capitalize and monetize on their social networks. Many of you have hundreds of friends, and reaching out to them in intimate and one-on-one ways is a huge advantage in this market, so we want to make sure that we're providing you the tools to be able to do so. I don't know if this can open up for questions, but you're always welcome to check back with us at customercare@goelevate.com or email repservices@goelevate.com. Share with us if you have any concerns or questions. You can always shoot them to those emails. Our customer care is open every day from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The number on that is 855-835-3828. It's also in your back office. There's an additional number back there, so there's two numbers that you can access the system. And we're really here to help you push those leads through. Like I said, we're not expecting you to be the expert. We're expecting you to use the tools and allow them to be the expert and get these leads in. And we're moving forward on all of these states. Just so you know, on those list of 25, we're not telling you to hold off. Send those leads in, because those are the first 25 deals that we'll install when we go into the state. Some states will open up in as little as a week, just because of the amount of leads that have come through for those states. So please send those leads in. We want to make sure that your people are the first customers to be installed. and they will be part of our advertising home program. If you look at our sales binder that's available in the back office, we talk about that. They, as an advertising home in the Elevate Momentum program, they will have a sign in their yard. They will be talking to their neighbors. That's where you'll get your referrals. So, and we're choosing them. It really is a selective process. So please make sure you're sharing that with the customers that you approach. And if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to email us or call us, our customer service line, or email us at repservices@goelevate.com or customercare@goelevate.com. And I appreciate you allowing me to share this with you tonight. And we can hold future trainings in the coming weeks when we roll out our new system. I don't know if Dan or Rob, there was anything else that you wanted me to share here or go over, but just let me know.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jenny. I appreciate that. I think just to avoid a lot of noise on a call, I think we've been answering a lot of questions here just in the chat box. So if anybody wants to continue to ask questions in the chat, I think that's a little easier way to do this. We are going to take a minute and just kind of walk through the compensation plan. And so, if you want to hang on and just keep your mic open, we can maybe cover this compensation plan together. But if you guys have any questions,
do you have the most recent version of that?
Oh, do you want to go through it real quickly? Do you have it available?
I wouldn't mind going through it at all. Okay. It may be easier just to go through it. I have the quick guide here. So, what was that?
I think I've got the latest version.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see that. That's not the latest version.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes it is. Never mind.
Do you want to go
Hold
ahead
on.
and take it over,
No,
Jen?
it's not. I have the latest version, so let me share that. If you want to switch that back over to me, I apologize for that. Just switch that back over to me, and I'll go ahead and share it with you guys.
We'll do it. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So this is, let me just open this up a little bit wider. This is the most recent version of our comp plan, and when I say recent, it just means that it has all the information on there. We had one that you just showed that didn't have our generational overrides, and so the comp plan hasn't changed. We just made the information available, which we thought, hey, that might be a smart idea. And so we want to make sure that you guys really understand this plan. It's such a great compensation plan, and there's a lot of ways for you to get paid. So we start out as an affiliate. It's $25 to get your basically get your the ability to sell solar with Elevate. And these are the ranks on the side. You can be an affiliate, an associate, a partner, and then enter our Certified Genius status. And that starts at Certified Genius, goes from G2, G7, G10, and then to G10 Executive. On the right-hand side, under Team Requirements, you're going to see what is required for you to advance. And on the left-hand side, you're going to see the sales that are needed to advance as well. So not only are you going to have to build your organization, but you'll do that through sales. And just so you know, this isn't just frontline. These are advancements through the body of your organization, so you don't have to frontline advance. You can have other people in your organization advance as well, and you still qualify. As an affiliate, you can see that this trickles down. It goes from $10 a point to generational overrides, and the G10 executive are the only people that qualify for a G10 for the generational overrides, and I'll go over that in just a minute. But we do have $10 per point for solar. So for every solar system that you sell, you get 3 points. Up to December 31st of 2015, you actually get 5 points. So that's $50 a month residually that you get on those customers. And then we have product incentives, one-time bonuses, vacation incentives, personal residuals, team residuals, team 2 residuals, team 3 residuals, and generational overrides. Now that's basically your level 1, your level 2, and your level 3. Generational overrides will cover everything in your organization, and I'll go over that in just a minute. We do have check matching that starts at the Certified Genius level. And that's 10% check match bonus on the paycheck of every single person on your front line. So we encourage people to build wide and build deep. So for any of that, you really have the ability to make a lot of money just in the check matching. from your organization. We do have a car bonus and a home bonus, and other bonuses available. Right down here we have our one-time bonuses. So for monthly production, we count it in points. So if you have 10 points, you get 100% or $100 bonus. 25 points to 75. It goes all the way down to 200 points, which then increases this point, this $10 per point, up to $15 per point. We have one-time bonuses under the Fast Track Partner. So if you make partner within 30 days, that means you've brought one associate who's had 2 sales into your organization, and you have 3 personal sales. You can get a $100 partner within 30 days. Not only that, but the sponsor who's above you will receive $50 as well. Fast tracking to Certified Genius. So if you hit, and this is incorrect here, so I apologize about that. So if you hit CG within your first 60 days, you get $250. And then if you become a G2, you receive an additional $500. So you have $750 that you can make within that first 60 days, and it actually becomes $850 because you get your $100 partner bonus as well. So along with that, if in the first 60 days you are becoming a partner, a certified genius, and then advancing in rank to a G2, you not only make your $850, but that means that you've brought in 5 personal sales and you're getting the genius compensation plan on those, so you've made an additional $5,000. So you can make money very quickly, and you can make a lot of money. So keep that in mind. Make sure you keep track of those one-time bonuses. They will be tracked in your back office. And then with the referral program, it's with geniuses and certified geniuses only. So once you receive the rank of certified genius and up, we do have our referral program where if you turn in referrals to our back office, or I'm sorry, to our customer care line, or they call into the call center and say that you referred them, then we close those sales for you and give you 50% of the commissions. And you get compensation on all qualified pay sources 3 levels deep. That means we do all the heavy lifting, you just send in the referrals, and we close those sales for you and give you 50% of the commissions and residuals. So it's a great program to be a part of. That's why we have a lot of individuals attempting to be certified geniuses so quickly. This is the generational override. This becomes applicable once you become a G10 executive, and we just did a little demonstration here to show you what that means. So between you and the next G10 executive in your organization, you're going to get a check match bonus of 0.25%. So as we showed on this far right column, that could be 2 people deep, that could be 100 people deep, that could be 1 person deep. It really just depends where that next G10 executive is in whatever leg you have or team that you have. Between that executive and the next G10 executive, you get a, I'm sorry, let me start this over. You get a 0.5% check match. Between that G10 executive and the next G10 executive, you get a 0.25 check match. And between that G10 executive and the 3rd level G10 executive, you get a 0.1% check match. So you do get generational overrides, and you can qualify for these as wide as you want and down to the 3rd level G10 executive in every single team that you have. As a certified genius, this is the pay plan. Everyone under a certified genius will get $500 per solar sale. That's $250 upon signing of the paperwork. That means that you have a signed contract with a customer and that we have countersigned on the deal. That's $250 in your pocket. That's anywhere from 3 to 5 days after you've closed that deal. And if you are a certified genius, you can make $1,000 from your 1st to your 9th sale. From your 10th to your 14th, you make $1,250. From your 15th to your 19th, you can make $1,500. From your 20th to your 24th, you can make $1,750, and 25 plus, you can make $2,000 per solar sale. Now, as a certified genius, you also make a solar commission override on everyone in your organization now, down to the next certified genius on their solar sales. So if anyone between you and the next certified genius makes a solar sale, regardless of where they're at in your organization, you make $500 on their sale. This is the stack pay plan for, and we'll make this available in the back office just so you guys know. You guys can take a look at this yourselves. These are all of the products that we have. The personal residual is in the left-hand column. The commission is in the middle. Now, keep in mind this is all based on the Certified Genius pay plan. For anything less than that, some don't have upfront commissions or they're just a little bit less. And then stack points are what you're going to get on those personal residuals. So please keep that in mind. We have everything from Elevate Solar is our leading product to home phone, TV, satellite 4G internet, Elevate 4G internet, Nerd Alert, mobile phone, smart home, certified genius, and the ES system. The ES system is actually not a commissionable product, and that is the one thing that we'll be taking off here, so I apologize for that. But everything else is a part of our current compensation plan. And again, the Elevate referral program is you are paid 50% on all referrals, 3 levels deep. So please keep that in mind once you attain Certified Genius status. Dan and Rod, was there anything else that you guys wanted me to cover on this that I didn't?
I think that was an excellent job, Jenny. A lot of information. So I think we're running close to an hour right now. So I think we'll just call it a wrap.
Great. Great. Well, I'm glad I could be with you guys here today. Again, thank you so much for having me. We want to share as much information as we possibly can with you guys. So please log into your back offices. Make sure you log into OnGuard. If you haven't received a welcome email, please email us at customercare@goelevate.com. We'll make sure that's resent out to you. And look for our updates over the coming weeks. On the 15th, like we said, we're rolling out our new back office, so we want to make sure that you're all aware of that, that you do get access to your genealogy and your commissions, and that you're able to track your leads in there. So again, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Jenny. You're absolutely awesome. Guys, we are excited about our partnership here with Elevate. And remember, you do need to go to iwillelevate.com. Everybody needs to enroll individually. We're not transferring anybody automatically from My Fun Life into Elevate. Everybody's invited to participate with Elevate and the solar opportunity. We still will keep our matrix going and honor our travel product. We are looking at some ways we can integrate the travel and some other products with Elevate as we continue to work together and merge our companies together. But in the meantime, we'll continue to support the matrix and our travel program separately, and also invite everybody in My Fun Life to come join us here as we launch into Elevate. And if you don't have an ID number from your sponsor, you can temporarily use Dan Edwards' ID number, DE5, Dan Edwards, and get yourself an ID number and get in the system. And we will keep you posted with more announcements, more training, more information as this continues to evolve. But guys, we are sitting on the tip of the iceberg here and in front of a massive wave that's going to last at least the next 20 years as we cover the rooftops around the world with solar, not just residential, but the commercial and the business side of this is enormous. We'll talk more about that in another webinar. So thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Dan Edwards, our CEO. Thank you, everybody from around the country and even some of you internationally. We will talk about being first in your country with Elevate and what kind of a tremendous opportunity that is for some of you that are waiting internationally for us to get to you. So thank you, guys. We'll call it a wrap and have a good night.
Thanks so much.